With World of Final Fantasy coming out very shortly, expectations are high and speculation is afoot. Lucky for us, we have a demo at hand that gives us a feeling for the core parts of World of Final Fantasy. Hello everyone, my name's TheKasaPuppy, and today let's break apart this demo and see what we can take from it. From the various trailers and gameplay teasers, we've gotten a small taste of what to expect from World of Final Fantasy, and at first glance, the gameplay looks very reminiscent of its classic counterparts. However, what I noticed while playing the demo are a few issues that stood out to me and a few things that I found interesting. And to start off, I think I'll talk about what I enjoyed from the demo, then move on to the qualms I found as well. The first thing that really stood out to me was the way the ATB works. It's quite unique and seems to have a damage mechanic that will push an enemy's turn back depending on your moveset and their weaknesses. The game also centers around the monsters, or mirages, that you'll encounter through multiple random encounters, and the way to make yourself stronger is to imprison your foes and make them your allies. This kind of system isn't all that new, seeing as it has the same mechanic type as Pokemon or even Shin Megami Tensei. You weaken the enemy and use the capture command, and depending on a little bit of luck, you'll capture a new ally. It seems simple in the demo, but I assume as the game progresses, we'll have more challenging requirements to capture other mirages. The amount of allies you can have in battle is 4 mirages and your 2 main characters, and you have a choice on who you can take into battle with you in the stack menu. The way your party aligns itself is through the stack mechanic. When in battle, your party will start out stacked from large, medium, and small. And while stacked, your team will share all of the current stats each other has, such as strength, defense, or HP. However, because of that, you tend to be too strong for weaker mirages, and if you're trying to capture them, you'll have to use the unstack command instead, which separates you while in battle and gives you more turns, but at the cost of less damage, HP, etc. This all depends on your preference on whether you want to capture certain mirages or not, since stacking or unstacking is very situational. A cool feature I definitely enjoyed was the Champion command. It allows you to summon the power of a Final Fantasy character, in which case for the demo I was given access to Tidus. It uses a signature attack from the character in question and doles out large amounts of damage for a star point. Star points are much like a limit break meter in a sense, and you can have up to a maximum of 3 at a time, and when you use one, you'll begin to start charging up stars in the bluish orb gauge near your command menu. This gives a sense of balance and restraint when using these abilities and forces you to use them strategically. That's about all the things that had caught my interest or entertained me the most. Now let's move on to what I found to be a bit of a blight to the demo, starting with the stack mechanic again. While playing the demo, I never really found a reason to leave my stack and would spend the entirety of battle in it. I could argue and say that because the demo is early in the game, the enemies aren't lethal, but that just begs the greater question as to why they wouldn't showcase their battle system with a bit more than just the basics and give the players a feel for the game in greater detail. Another issue I found with the demo was the lack of any objective or destination. I was wandering the entire time I played and talked to every character along the way. None of them had really anything of interest to say, and served just to pad the demo length. They also gave you items in which I had never used because the demo's difficulty was far too easy to warrant needing items at that time. So because of the lack of direction, I got bored very quickly, and it also didn't help that the environment I walked through was also very plain and boring. There was a lot of flat green lands and wooden fixtures strewn about, and as I continued through the entire demo, it never changed. The environment didn't wow me much at all, and that kind of worries me about the rest of the game. Coupled with a very restricting camera angle, I found the control of the overworld and its detail to be bland and somewhat off-putting. Aside from that, the demo gave me a general idea of what to expect in the future. I'm not 100% sold on this game yet, and as more information and videos come out with its release, I'll be able to form a better understanding of its gameplay mechanics and hopefully change my view on it. But for the time being, I don't see myself buying it immediately, and will definitely wait a week or so before making any big decisions about it. Hey everyone, I'm TheKasaPuppy, and thanks for watching my inside look on the World of Final Fantasy's demo. If you enjoyed this video, I recommend checking out some of my older videos, following my Twitter, or even leaving me a subscribe for future content. And if you have any other video games that you would like me to review, please leave a comment below. Anyways, until the next video guys, I'll see you then.